Alright, we have our game, we have a die roll win, and we have a tolerable hand. It's not perfect, but can't really mulligan looking for the perfect hands. I would love to draw a prism or a plant or a map or a something that does something, but you know, a dispel's fine too. It's not fine. Let's see if they're on mono white heroic. Yep. Alright. I don't think holding up dispel is correct. It does stop withdraw off a Defiant Strike, but it's much more likely that I'm going to need to find anti-combat cards and colored mana. So I'm just going to draw 2. Alright, we found the white mana. Might be too slow. But we do have the Dispel, so you know, we can get there, right? Right? Anyway, what I really want to draw is Astrolabe. Just slam Astrolabe and draw the power plant. That would be sick. Alright, 1 Ethereal Armor. Do they have the 2? Oh, they have Mutagenic Growth. I guess Dispel would have been pretty good. Alright, we needed to fade them drawing an Ethereal Armor. Ugh. Oh god, I'm going to play... Ugh, this is so bad. I'm going to play that and hold up Dispel. Ugh, okay. And then I'll just cycle Ash Barrens if I both survive and don't have to cast Dispel. Don't have the second Ethereal Armor. The hell? That costs a lot. Well, I have to Dispel that. Can't really let them get a free draw. I'm not dead to 1 Mutagenic Growth. I get to Ash Barrens for Plains and play Dignitary next turn. Okay, we're live. Whew. Could be dead to a Tomano's Blessing on my Dignitary. Well, I can still just draw cards, but I could be in trouble against that. If my opponent lets me untap, though, I get to win, because I get to play a tower and then flicker. And if they respond to the flicker by giving my Dignitary for a blue, I get to do it again. That was a good draw. I'm going to flicker here and here. That was a stupid way to click, but okay. That's the way I chose. Always yield. Screw it. Might as well store up a skip if I need to. Like if my opponent does rip the a way to give myself my creature pro blue. I get to use all of my turns to just churn out a bunch of card draws. So to try to find another Dignitary. I think this is better than just getting Tron this turn. Map. Because now they have to skip next turn. We get to go plant into Astrolabe, and then see what we want to do. So I have 8 mana. I guess I can just play Prism and then Astrolabe and then Wall. Also, now have Muldrifters to block if it comes to... Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna do that. Do you have the protection spell? You do not. All right. Some good matchups today. I don't think I need the second horror. They don't play this spell. Condescend is really, really good on the play. Not so good on the draw. Gut shot seems pointless. I could consider Lone Missionary on the draw. All right, here's maybes. How about that? Don't want that. Pulse. And I'm going to keep everything else. I guess I could keep one horror if I really want to. Having a horror makes it so much easier to win when you're ready to win. And having two prevents you from getting the first journeyed and then having to struggle to compulsive them out. But that is... I have plenty of time on my clock, so I don't need both horrors. But if your opponent doesn't have a protection spell, and they have one big ol' heroic creature, and you just slam a horror and target it, and it works, it's great. It's not likely to work, but when it does, it wins the game immediately. Lone Missionary is good against the Seeker draws and against a big Trailblazer, the 0-4. Though I guess my opponent's playing Angelic Gift. Angelic Gift has to be coming out, right? I don't want Pulse. I don't want to just get vulnerable to Relic for no reason. Similarly, I'm going to keep Pulse in. Well, do I just make him show me a Relic first? I guess I do. Condescend. Yeah, all this stuff costs 1 mana. Condescending on turn 2 is just... Guess I'm going to keep one Lone Missionary in. You know. Sometimes it also just buys a turn, even if it doesn't block. Lone Missionaries, just gain 4 might come into play. But this is keepable, it's just not great. Let's see what we draw on turn 1. I'm likely not going to cycle this Ash Barrens until I know if I need blue or white. Trailblazer. I went to 6. Oh, well, I'm going to play a map. Well, that makes my plays very easy to figure out. I just get mine. Alright, are they digging for a land? They are. Alright, they whiffed. They get to hit me for 5, but then they're down to a 2-6, I guess. Oh. Well, let's go ahead and get the mine. I don't think they're going to have land destruction. And I do not think it's correct to get a blue or white mana and then get the other one with Ash Barrens. I think it's better to just get Tron and then ask my opponent a question. Hey, do you have it? And if they have it, then I probably die. Well, they hit the land, so... But they didn't have a... No, I guess they would play that over Ethereal Armor, so... We could be dead, but if we're not... Well... Our draws have not been great. Not gonna lie. Well, they have another land, so they get to play their whole hand. Hopefully they have Creature's Hand and not spells. That's a creature. I'm not going to cycle. I'm actually just going to wait, because I would love to draw an island or a plains, because then I can get the other with his Ash Barrens. Alright, they have no spells in hand, that's cool. No, that works. Because now I get to go get plains. I'm just going to do this now. I don't really see a reason not to. Play plains. I should have played the plains first in case I accidentally clicked on the island. But I'm going to get Dignitary in play. Now if they give my Dignitary Pro blue, I get to Trinket Mage for Astrolabe and hold up Moment's Peace. And if they have an instant speed way to kill the Astrolabe, I get to flicker the Astrolabe. And that is going to be nice. Alright, they just have nothing? Cool. Yeah, this matchup's really, really good. Sometimes the opponent kills you at turn 3 and you just have a non-functional hand, but sometimes their draw doesn't work. And as it did here. Their draw did nothing, so... I'm gonna use this Moment's Peace up, I guess. Maybe I should just flicker the Astrolabe and the Dignitary? Nah, I'm just gonna use the Moment's Peace up. I do need to do this, though. If my opponent plays a red mana, I need to... if my opponent just goes to Mountain, I'm going to have to flicker my Dignitary and Astrolabe. I can't afford to just lose to Flaring Pain for no reason. It's unlikely, but potential. This doesn't put lethal. It does. I'm at 3. Not. I thought I was at 4. I'm at 3. Okay. I guess I'm just going to Moment's Peace. Oh, just a moment, opponent. And I think it's too greedy to try to flicker now, so I'm just gonna one space. Am I forced? Yes. Alright. Really wish the provoke would show up in the sidebar. You need to know, right? So, but it doesn't. So, whatever. I do need to hold up flicker for now, because I have 2 artifacts in play. They could have dust to dust. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna this piece. And hold up flicker. I'm gonna jam with this at least. To ya! I don't know. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter that I'm attacking, because I'm gonna Dinrova Horror Lock them in a turn. I mean, it's gonna be pretty simple. I'm just gonna do this. Flashback. Then I can do this, and then just have to pass everything that's not a artifact destruction spell. Journey to Nowhere does less than nothing. I can take this stuff off now. I'm going to go ahead and flicker my Trinket Mages, get both Astrolabes. Just get a whole bunch of colored mana. Since I have a bunch of colorless mana. Now we get to go... Ooh, Ephemerate's really good. I guess I could just get Wall, back the Flicker. I only have 1 instant in the yard. That's very convenient. And then I'm going to flicker my... Okay, they conceded. I was going to flicker the Dignitary and Wall, and then if that succeeded, I could play a bunch of Astrolabes. But my opponent conceded defeat. That was a really easy matchup. We have won in 10 minutes. Pretty good. I guess plus sideboarding time. Pretty good for Tron. So our tiebreakers are garbage. They're so bad. We have a 2-1 opponent, but our first 2 opponents were both O2s. So we had literally the lowest tiebreakers you could possibly have. The actual bare minimum. Which is unfortunate, but if we keep playing against good matchups, like Mono White Heroic, and our opponents don't have the nut draws, then we might get there. Hey, one of our O2s got the bye. That means they're not horrible, right? They're not in horrible shape. Anyway, let's just win the next 3, get into the top 8 the easy way by winning a bunch of matches instead of the hard way by tie breaking them, and then we don't have to worry about it.